Welcome, everyone, to the regularly scheduled November meeting of the Southampton Village Planning Board. Could I have a motion to open the meeting?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
You do over here.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
I just turned off my cell phone. If everybody else could do the same, that would be great. We're going to start with a couple of extension requests. I got OIA Associates, an old favorite, is back requesting an extension.
This is in part my doing, Mr. Chairman. I owe them a review of the covenants. So my request is that the advice of council that the matter be extended for 1 month.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And likewise, the Harkonnen application also.
So moved.
It's extended.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
When open for business?
The site plan under review, Beechwood Latch,
And we passed OI.
my understanding is that the applicant has sent the draft EIS to Mr. Cleary for review. So his job now is to take their draft and edit it and massage it and then send it back to them. So that is ongoing. There is nothing to be done at this meeting regarding that. So I don't even think we need to adjourn it. I think it's just on the agenda until Mr. Cleary brings the document to us. Well, agreed?
Correct.
So the first matter in the public hearing, which is the 550 and 554 Hill Street application. The public hearing for this application was closed pending some additional comments from the attorneys for the applicant and opponents to the application. These have been received and duly noted. There's also been some additional correspondence received by the board regarding this application, and it's come to my conclusion and the board's conclusion that we need to further time to consider the additional information that has been received and weigh it and come to an appropriate decision as to how to proceed with the application. So there will be no additional discussion of the application this evening. We will adjourn it and hope to have further information at the December meeting.
Or a decision, Mr. Chairman.
Or decision.
Yeah, or a decision.
Or decision. Anything else I need to add to that, Bo?
Not that I can think of, unless there's any public comment.
Okay, if I could have a motion then to adjourn that application.
For all purposes?
Yes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. In tennis court review, we got 640 Ox Pasture Lane, which is, did I see a decision for that?
Decision in the file, Mr. Chairman, approving the application as submitted. The affirmative vote on the motion will be to approve the application.
May I have a motion to vote on the decision?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor of this application? Aye.
Aye.
All-
We're doing, we don't have anything from Warren yet. Voting on the Ox Pasture Road.
218.
Voting to resolution.
The tennis court.
It's a tennis court.
Here's the
We discussed it at the work.
Alan, could you give Lisa a copy of a decision on the
Tennis court.
tennis court?
You voting aye?
I got this one in the file.
He votes aye.
There it is.
So Antoinette, four ayes.
This is took a look.
I'm sorry, what?
Warren voted aye.
I
This is in the
I
front
heard.
of the file.
Thank you.
Yes.
Here, Lisa, you got
No, a copy, not the original.
Okay, here's this is original instrument.
That needs to be signed.
This needs to be signed.
by, yeah.
There you go, that needs to be signed. That's what I'm trying to imitate Pam, I'm trying to find this stuff.
You need to, the last page of the decision has the votes. You need to indicate the votes. This is 4-0, you do?
Chairman is.
No, you do, and then he signs,
And he
Roy
signs.
signs.
Good.
Sorry.
Right, back in the file.
And then I say, what?
It just says attest to the vote. You can sign that if you like.
Roy already,
Roy already has.
Village clerk or something.
right,
It
Roy
says
already
also-
put the checks in.
Don't sign where it says village clerk.
Don't do that.
No. It says attest to vote.
I did that.
He's already done that.
He's attested.
Yes, but you can also.
Underneath him.
On the, no, not on this one, on the next one.
Next page.
You tally the vote, indicate the vote, and then sign it, whereas it says board member.
So the next page, I do that.
No, the
Right.
next application.
Oh, the next thing we're doing.
Correct.
Not this one.
Correct.
784 Meadow Lane.
Oh. Putting that back on the file.
784 and the lane. That's an application.
There it is, 35.
Have we seen 784 Meadow Lane?
Yeah.
784 Meadow Lane is right here.
Are you doing 784?
Yes.
Meadow?
Lisa Boyer with InterScience on behalf of the applicant. The application for you is for a tennis court. It's located on the south side of Meadow Lane. We have a ZBA permit a variance to allow for the tennis court in the front yard, as most situations are located in the front yard on the south side of Meadow Lane. It's a sunken tennis court. We're here to answer any questions the public or the board may have.
The plans for this they look fine, they're good to go. The one thing I haven't been able to do is to go by the site to make sure that it meets the conditions that were in the zoning board relief that I got this afternoon. There is mention of adding Clifford Hollywood uniforms on the east and west property lines, so I don't know if that's still proposed. If that hasn't been done, or do you know? Because this was from a couple of years ago.
Right.
No, it was just last year.
The house is currently under construction.
Okay.
So they're constructing the house, and then they'll finish the tennis court once everything in the house is done, and they'll work their way off the site.
Another tennis court.
So it's a construction site right now.
So it is, it's under construction, and it's not something like that. I will swing by it, but it's really good, it's really cool. Tom Dixon also looked at this.
So pending further review, we will adjourn this.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The Beach Plum Meadows subdivision review is pending.
I could just give you an update on that. I'm told by my client that the closing is supposed to happen this week at the town. So if that's the case, it'll be off the agenda. And if it turns out that it doesn't close, then I'll be back for December asking you for an extension. But from everything I know, it's going to close this week.
And the town board approved the
Town
purchase,
board
right?
approved it about a month ago.
But it was approved.
It was approved, it just having now to have the closing. The
Okay.
town board voted to do it. Just have to have the actual closing.
So would you like to adjourn for all purposes?
Please. Yeah.
Make a motion at the request of the applicant to adjourn for all purposes the Beach Plum Meadow LLC application.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
The Emanon East application of 276 North Main Street needed a correction to the map regarding the status of a structure. Have we done that?
That was duly submitted, and in the file, there is a written decision approving the application with no change. The map was correctly amended, so therefore an affirmative vote on the motion will be to approve the application of final plat approval.
Did we get a map?
Yeah, subject, by the way, to the applicant, there's a park fee involved in this, so the village building department will have to order an appraisal, and we'll have to go through the process, and that's noted in the decision.
Wasn't this supposed to say two-story house to remain?
No, it was just decided that it would be
Two-story house.
two-story house.
You're going to have to go before the ARB to do anything to it anyway.
There was a note on the map before that said it was to be removed, so we
Right.
took that off because whether or not it remains, that remains to be seen. But
It
we're
has
not
to go to historic board?
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Gary. What's this?
A motion to vote on the decision. I have a motion to vote on this decision.
Motion to approve, Roy, not to vote, but a motion to approve.
Motion to approve this decision.
So moved?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Aye. Okay. So then you can take care of that.
Would there be an extra copy of that, or?
You know, Mike.
Who's the sign? Who has the original instrument? You do, Alan?
Which number?
This would be 2199.
2099.
I'm sorry, 209.
It says Emanon East.
I know, it's ancient, it's been around for years. 2, 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9, 9 not found. Okay, there's 6 on. Original.
Right.
There we go.
So you check everybody but Pam, and then
Okay.
you sign it, right?
Yeah, okay. This is the one, Roy, you want me to?
Note her absence.
Here. Okay.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Donahue and
Mr.
Silvitz,
Mr. Stevenson is on.
42 and 32 Post Crossing.
In the file is a decision approving the application. An affirmative vote on the motion would be to approve the transfer.
Have a motion
Why
to,
don't we wait until, who's got to do it again? And that just goes back in the file, right, Bo?
Correct. Did you sign it, Alan?
Yes, sir, it's signed.
Then it goes
I
back in the
got the
file.
vote, and I got absent for Pam, right?
Excellent. Good, get the next one ready.
219, yeah, these are,
2113.
okay, these are in odd order, I see that.
a motion to approve the decision for 42 and 32 Post Crossing.
Okay. So moved.
Seconded,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
okay.
Great.
So we'll do the same.
Same thing.
Okay, 2 of 3, Nelson, Pope, and Voorhees, okay. Mr. Stevenson, aye. Bill Martin, absent. Mr. Hamer, aye. Romansky, MC. Okay, that's done, it's going in the file.
Finally, the George Benedict 191 Bishop's Lane.
This is the house up by the quarry.
Right.
The number is
2120. But that, we're just waiting for zoning board, right?
So
Yeah, we
there's
got- we got
no one
ready
here
to
from
do
the
that.
applicants, on the applicant side, but just to give you an update that the board had thought it made sense to do a coordinated review on seeker for this because there is a zoning board relief that's required. So we did a lead agency letter, went out to the health department, the zoning board, just saying that the planning board intends to be lead agency. If you have an issue with that, let us know, but otherwise we'll move ahead with that and we'll keep you posted pretty much, so.
Okay.
And I let Rick DePietris know that also, so he'll be on the lookout for that application for the zoning board.
So I think that just stays on the agenda too, right?
It just stays on the agenda, right?
So that would be adjourned then for all purposes.
Make a motion at the request of the applicant to adjourn for all purposes the 191 Bishop's Lane application.
seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Site plan review, the 56 Gin Lane LLC application.
In the application, in the file is a decision approving the request to negate or void paragraph 4 of the previously recorded covenant. An affirmative vote on the motion will be to so nullify that paragraph, condition upon the applicants, should they deem it necessary, which I believe they would, submit a modified covenant to the planning board for signature that can be recorded in the county center. That would be subject to review by the village attorney. So again, an affirmative vote will be to basically approve the removal of that covenant, of that paragraph 4 of the covenant.
What he said.
We vote to remove paragraph 4.
Correct.
Of the covenant.
Okay. Do you want me to make a motion, Chairman?
Yes,
I
sir.
make a motion that the board remove paragraph 4 of the covenant relating to the property at 7092 at Gin Lane, which is
56, 72, and 88.
88 Gin Lane.
Correct.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Do I fill it? There's no form here to fill out.
There should be.
There is.
It looks like this.
I know, but I got the whole file here.
It's
It's there.
it's 792. It might be in the front.
Here it is.
No,
Okay.
And I'm
no,
probably,
no, there's
It's
a
in order?
small, no, that's not it.
that's what,
It's in the front, Alan.
Either in the front or check the one right behind 792.
That's it. That's it.
The Gil Flanagan one?
Gil's this you, 792?
Me and John both.
It's the both consultants. I think it was under my
It's
letter.
probably under
50, oh,
John's.
yeah, no, there's several files.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that one. Okay, so it's not this one.
I'm going to have to tell Pam how much more efficient she is.
Right?
Well, she knows what's in the front and the back. Planning board, they don't always have these in numerical or
No.
chronological order, so it's like the Discovery Channel.
All right. 71 Hill Street is pending response from the Board of Trustees.
Mr. Chairman, I would suggest that the board would move to remove this from the agenda because there's no apparent activity, there's no communication to this board whatsoever that anything is pending or that it's being pursued. So if it does resurrect itself, they can always request it to be put back on. But this really wasn't even site plan review. There's no other category for this. So I would suggest you just resolve to delete it from the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And finally, the Herbert Real Estate at 5143
Okay.
Jobs Lane.
And in the file is a decision conditionally approving the application. An affirmative vote on the motion will be to so approve that project.
So moved. 2116.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Would it be possible to get copies, and if not, I can pick them up tomorrow, of the 56 Gin Lane and the Herbert Real Estate?
Here. Kathy, you get that, John? And here's 56. Here.
Here's 211.
Thank you.
This is,
Roy, I have a quick question for you. I dropped off at the village office some maps on Robinson to be signed. Oh, you got them? Oh, great.
Item
So I can stop by them. That's great, thanks.
this is,
They're the same, there was some formatting changes that the county clerk required, so we had to
okay.
redo them.
Okey dokey. We need to determine if we want to cancel our work session the day after Christmas and move it to have a combined
Boxing Day.
work session public hearing on Tuesday, January 3rd. I think that's a pretty good idea. Does anybody disagree with me?
I do not disagree with you.
So can we have a motion to do that?
So moved.
Seconded to the 3rd, right?
So
To the 3rd of
So there
January.
will be no work session. There'll be a combined work session public hearing on
On January
Tuesday,
3rd.
January 3rd. All in favor?
Aye.
We
Have a nice
also
Thanksgiving.
need to approve minutes. Antoinette's requested that we approve the minutes through October 31st, which includes September 6th, September 26th, October 3rd, and October 31st.
I'm okay with the 6th and the 26th, and let me see what this last one is.
I haven't seen the third.
Yeah, I can make a motion, to approve the minutes of the 6th, September 6th, and September 26th.
I'll second that.
September 6th and September 26th.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did you send out the minutes of the third?
Can we take a look at calendars? Just, I'm worried when we get to February and March that we're not going to have enough people.
For when?
February and March.
Right, I think Warren's going to be away, I'm going to be away, and I think you're going to be away.
Right.
What's going on in February?
We're leaving.
What?
We're leaving.
You're leaving.
So we need to, Bo, how
We'll be in
can we go
Florida.
about changing the date of the February meeting to get a time where we can have
By
a,
resolution, but I would say that you might want to wait until January to do that when you see when, unless everybody knows when they're going to be away. Not so much, you're not going to be here, but the question of when people are going to have returned.
Right.
So if everybody had, and Pam's not here, if everybody had their schedule today, you could do it, but I would suggest you want to wait maybe to the December meeting or the January.
And then we could bump it a week to the 13th from the 6th?
Sure.
Of February?
all right, so we'll discuss that at the next, but that gives it enough time at the next meeting for everybody to do notices and all that kind
Well,
of stuff?
actually, it's better probably that you make your decision at the December meeting.
Make the decision at the December.
Yeah, let everybody know that they should arrive at the December 6th meeting with the schedule in mind.
Okay.
So again, it's not that you won't be here, it's when everybody's going to be back.
Right.
Or at least four.
So which days are you?
March,
so the
February
next-
and March.
The next meeting will be a work session on November 28th at 5 PM, followed by a public meeting on December 5th at 5:30 PM. If there's no further business, may I have a motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.